Today I'm going to show you exactly why I believe that Satan is primarily female. So, the colours of the divine feminine just so happen to be blue, pink, and yellow. This, as you may or may not know, is a picture or depiction of Poseidon. However, as you can see, the yellow, the blue, and the pink, which they use a lot to depict the divine feminine, they'll use the skin colour to be the shade of course, pink, which we count in the Trinity. See where I'm going with this? As you can see, it has a trident, which is essentially a pitchfork with 3 prongs, just as such as the number itself, which we all know by now, at least if you've been watching and listening to my channel, is a number for Saturn. And Saturn is Satan. Okay? But getting back to where we started, there's one for you. Now this is a depiction of the divine feminine. As you can see, same colours, blue, pink, yellow. If I'm not mistaken, I believe blue is the masculine, pink being the feminine. I mean, such is life, isn't it? This seems to be the way that they colour code things anyway. And yellow being the, the golden meeting of the two. Again, tying into the androgynous nature of Kronos and the Baphomet. So yeah, I do believe that although Satan can take the forms of both male and female, he's essentially feminine in nature. But not the kind of feminine that you and I would love, cherish and respect in a woman. This is a whole different thing, and it's a whole different thing to the dead dandelions, the elites worship this shit, okay? They worship the joining, the meeting, as I say. Okay? So, moving on. Here we have Kronos. Okay, now there is no blue, pink, although they have used the skin to define the yellow this time. But I put this one up to show the predatory prowess that Kronos happens to keep. Okay? Again, this is a comic. As you can tell, we see the yellow here, the pink, the blue. And as you might start to realise as I go on through this slideshow, I'm trying to show you that the depictions of Father Time, of Kronos, Saturn, Satan, hold the exact same colour coordination as the Divine Feminine. Okay? So, of course, Jehovah, God of the Old Testament, shared his own wrath of justice upon the rest of the world, as does the Divine Feminine here. This is the sacred geometry of the Divine Feminine. All cubes, cube worship, as I said before, tying straight back into Saturn. Another charming piece of depiction of Kronos here, devouring one of his many children. They even tie it into cartoons, ladies and gentlemen. So I believe this to be Zeus from Hercules, the pink, the yellow, the blue. Okay. So this is Elizabeth Hurley from Bedazzled, female devil. Okay. I always forget this one's name. Oh, that's the other thing. They usually choose a lot of men to play the parts of women, which of course ties into what I've already mentioned a moment ago with the androgynous nature, the meeting of the masculine and the feminine. Mel Street, that's it, another bloke. Yeah, so The Devil Wears Prada, depicting the devil once again to be female. Cully, okay, so I truly believe, again, all this is my opinion. It's not necessarily based on fact, but again, I don't know about you. To me, I don't think there's any way around this. I don't believe in coincidences. Okay, so yeah, Carly, I apologise on behalf of the quality of some of these pictures, not only being visually but in size. But I've done my best. So Carly here, as you can see, with the mocking tongue, which is always used as a certain gesture to devise the deceiving nature that Satan disposes us to in this world. Hard to see here because it seems to be cut off for some reason, but Cully does wield a scythe, just like the Grim Reaper, being Father Time. You can see the many heads of the victims, almost like a beard, if you can humour me there. Okay? Again, of course, the yellow, the blue, the pink. Over here, you see her laying on the lion. Now, we all know what the lion is symbolised as by the elite. Okay? King of the jungle, king of this world. And of course, she's holding the pitchfork, the trident, the three-pronged weapon choice. So moving on. Here we are. The scythe, the colours, the trident. Okay. Again, none of this is my artwork. All these pictures I have borrowed off of Google Images. That easy to find. I try to stick to Google Images just to show the rest of you guys how easy it is to find this stuff and how easily they put this stuff out there. Okay, so you can see the Star of David for the face. The Star of David has always been connected to Saturn, not to mention the androgynous nature of man and woman, and the cube in the middle, of course. Same color coordination. Again, sacred geometry, used by many bands, Bring Me the Horizon to mention a few. Same color coordination. They're all in on it, they all know what they're doing. Trust me, I like that band. So here we have Kronos once again. The rings, Saturn, same color coordination as the divine feminine. Same color coordination once again. This, in my opinion, depicting the grid, the matrix, the firmament, as it were, that we are trapped in. Okay? Depending on how you look at it. On one way, you can say we're trapped. On the other way, the other sense, you can say that this is the dimension, the realm, before we enter the eternal life, depending on which side of the veil you awaken on. Okay, so as I always say, it's all about the heart chakra. Okay, it really, truly, honestly, and simply is. If you can't see that by now, brothers and sisters, then your heart is open for attack, because it is an attack on your heart. Okay, same color coordination. Not to mention the swirls. Now, the swirls not only stand for the consumption of youthful energy and harvesting that innocence through paedophilia, for example, is also very much connected with the cycle of life, being put back into this matrix to live out life once again, over and over and over, feeding off of our battery, the soul. Okay? Quick heads up, these slideshows I can only record as a screencaster for 15 minutes. It is now 20 seconds past the 11th minute. So I will be making a second part to this. Getting back to it, same color coordination. I believe here they've made the hair very much like the wings that would be of the fallen angel Lucifer himself or herself. Some game art, I believe. Again, same color coordination. Character is of course called Kronos. Coincidental, right? I think not. Joining the two sides through the tree of life. See that? And of course the color references. Again, I believe an anime character this time, going by the alias Kronos. We have the scythe, we have the same color coordination as the divine feminine. Kali, once again, not so much in this one. I mean, I would say that's more of a pink than a red. Not the point. This one's slightly different. What I see here is the goddess Kali with a scythe. It just so happens to be feeding the AI, the artificial intelligence. If Kali is a goddess in her own right, the murderer of all men, why would she be feeding something higher than herself? She might be sitting upon it, but without that, she wouldn't be sitting upon anything. To me, that displays and portrays a sense of duty towards something higher than herself. Here we see a depiction of Baal, or Baal, the cow, the bull, what's known as Malak, again holding the child, just like Kronos, and the milk feeding, just like the divine feminine. Again, I believe another anime character going by the name Kronos. Same color coordination once again. Another anime character, same coordination once again. And here we have the women of the Bible, same coordination once again. Not to mention 7 of them, just like the 7 rings of Saturn. You follow me here? So please continue to do so, as it is coming up to the 15th minute mark. Therefore, I'm going to cut this one and create the next. Thank you very much for your time and your attention. I will be back momentarily.